I don't think Olaf should get to rearrange. Doesn't matter. This is gonna be a cinch.
Even though they don't reach the PG-13 rating, Frozen and Frozen 2 got a PG classification due to some degree of parental guidance needed for kids to watch them safely. Frozen is rated PG by the MPAA for some action and mild rude humor. On the other hand, Frozen 2 is rated PG by the MPAA for action, peril, and some thematic elements. That gives us a chance to find some things in these movies that may come off as a bit hard for kids. Come with us for a quick journey through both movies and we'll show you all Frozen and Frozen 2 scenes that were not made for kids. Let's begin.
The only frozen heart around here is yours.
Not every topic on our list talks about a whole scene, but specific moments in them or even in song lyrics sung by the characters that include bits and innuendos not precisely created for a child's understanding. This is the case of one of the first times we hear Anna singing. She's walking around the castle and talking about how she's all alone and the place is always devoid of people. There's a quick phrase in which she complains about having a ballroom with no balls. Let the naughty side of your mind take that as it may.
You sure? 'Cause I don't think I'm supposed to. Oh, okay.
Continuing with weird lines captured among the lyrics, we can find another sus line that left us thinking for a while. As Anna keeps checking the fancy things in her disposal in the castle, she talks about her likes and preferences. She then emphasizes, quite exhilarated, that she fantasizes about stuffing some chocolate in her face. We couldn't but pause the movie and ponder this peculiar fantasy. What is the poor thing really dreaming about in her night of solitude?
I mean, it's crazy.
What?
We finish each other's
Sandwiches.
Anna's first time meeting Prince Hans is both romantic and hilarious. She's so excited that clumsiness takes over her and makes her trip, laugh, and stutter. She also starts speaking non-stop as if incapable of shutting her mental faucet off. It's here when she's ranting about her sister being the actual queen of Arendelle that she says to Hans, "If you hit my sister Elsa, that would be ew, you know?" She talked about a literal hit since she's being so clumsy and practically tripped on Prince Hans, but the clever choice of words by the writer makes the adults imagine something else entirely.
Do you like it?
like it. I love it! I could kiss you!
Luckily for Anna, things with Prince Hans gets interrupted as she later meets Kristoff. They start with the left foot, to be honest, but they soon click when they can see that they can work together and help each other out on their quest. After they get some supplies for the food for Sven, they get en route to Elsa's ice castle up in the mountains. Among other things, Kristoff gets interested in the old question about the importance of size of shoes, of course, and Anna replies that foot size doesn't matter. Yeah, she was so infatuated with Hans as to dreaming of marrying him without knowing that important info. We really hope that in the end, Anna discovered a good pair of shoes of a decent size with Kristoff. She totally deserves it after all those lonely nights fantasizing about chocolate. Go get those shoes, girls.
Don't fall off and don't get eaten.
But I want to help!
No!
Why not?
Because I don't trust your judgment.
This one is not that inappropriate. Well, we don't really quite get why talk about size shoes was inappropriate for kids in the first place, but let's move on. In the scene, Anna and Kristoff are in danger as they get away from a pack of wild wolves. They have to execute a life or death maneuver, and that sled falls off the cliff, hilariously exploding when it reaches the ground. After they're safe and sound, Kristoff exclaims, "But I just paid it off," making us think that he was paying off some kind of sled loan similar to modern car loans. Not something that kids would ever get, to be honest, so yoo-hoo, depressive humor for depressed parents.
Oh, I don't know why, but I've always loved the idea of summer.
Man, we need to talk about Olaf. The guy is simply hilarious. He's so witty, funny, and smart that every time he speaks, he throws some kind of unforgettable one-liner. Like that time when a branch goes through her body and he casually exclaims, "Oh look, I got impaled." And nope, impalement is not funny, kids. Olaf is okay only because because he's made of snow. Anyways, Olaf's moment to shine comes later in that unforgettable scene where Kristoff is trying to introduce Anna and Olaf to the trolls, but they're asleep as they look like rocks. Olaf warns Anna and tells her to run because Kristoff is crazy. He tells her things like, "I'll distract them while you run, because I love you, Anna. I insist you run, and why aren't you running?" They come off as hilarious, but kids certainly don't understand the vibe any adult would get in this situation. A woman alone in a lonely forest by night with the guy she just met who talks to the rocks. Whoa, we get anxious only imagining that. Good thing kids interpret it as all fun and laughs.
Please tell me I'm almost there. Does the air seem a bit thin to you up here?
Oh, and when the troll wakes up, confirming Hans is not some kind of serial killer or something worse, the little things are anxious to welcome him home and tell him all they've done in his absence. They all tell someone innocent stories as growing a mushroom, taking naps, and earning a fire crystal, whatever that is. But one of the adult trolls hilariously comments in the most casual tone ever. "I passed a kidney stone," as he shows a horribly big peg in his hand. We are sure this totally goes over the kids' heads, but no adult can see that without shrugging. Oh, the nightmares.
You do the best voices, like when you pretend to be Kristoff and you're like...
In Frozen 2, Olaf only gets deeper and deeper as he gets older. He even makes a song about it, and of course, as he gets older, the further away he goes from thinking things relatable to kids. The snow guy is really deep down into his philosophical concerns, throwing gems like, "Let me ask you, how do you guys cope with the ever-increasing complexity of thoughts that comes with maturity?" All right, let me think. This is getting complex. It's so refreshing to talk to the youth of today, our futures in bright hands. Or who knows the ways of men? He just sounds like a philosopher. And yeah, the kids in the audience must be lost as the kids he's talking to in the movie, but we're sure he made some parents evaluate their lives. Thanks, Olaf. We love you. You're so intense.
I can't seem to get her attention, or even say the right thing.
At some point, Kristoff sings about getting on one knee to propose to Anna, of course, but just as he sang to the wrong lady in the back of the forest, now he seemingly kneels in front of Sven as he practices his proposal again. It's really funny to see the locals reacting to the mistaken scene as he seems to be proposing to a reindeer. We can even see a couple of horrified ladies covering their children's eyes in awe. Nah, kids don't need to get into details of what these ladies thought. Come on, parents, use your PG superpowers.
Hey, Anna. I just thought of one thing that's permanent.
What's that?
Love.
Yeah, we gotta come back to Olaf. The guy just doesn't stop spitting out gems every time he speaks. His theories and assumptions only get better and weirder with time. Like, "Oh, my theory of advancing technologies is both our savior and our doom." Whoa, we're sure kids can't follow these trains of thoughts. Or what about his theory on cucumbers? Thank goodness he doesn't elaborate on that one. Or when he exclaims he finds clothes restricting. Thanks, Olaf. We hadn't thought of you as a nudist until now. And what about the casual grittiness he exercises when he and Anna must enter a dark cave alone and he says, "Come on, it'll be fun," assuming we don't get stuck here forever and no one ever finds us and you starve and I give up. Wow, snowman, that's dark. But yeah, be careful with your trips, kids. Good old Olaf might be right on this one.
You think we're gonna die?
No. We will die at
Where's
some point.
Elsa?
Not in
I
any
swore
recent
that I wouldn't
time
leave
will
her
we die,
side.
but
We also gotta mention this one really quickly and briefly because man, the trauma is real here. If you guys cried or felt your heart being stepped on when Bing Bong was thrown out into oblivion in Pixar's Inside Out, let us tell you you're simply not ready to see Olaf, blood and soul of the comedy and cuteness in this movie, flurrying away as Elsa's powers disappear. That's just a euphemism for death, okay? But we can now breathe knowing that Olaf's theory about memory in the water was correct and he could come back to life. Whew, thanks for the therapy sessions. Definitely a bad moment for kids and grown-ups alike.
He's crazy.
What do you think about all of these scenes and moments in Frozen and Frozen 2? Did they seem suitable for kids when you watch them? We sure they are just on the limit of what kids can handle, so don't worry, they'll be all right watching Anna and Elsa. Anyways, that's all for today's video. Check the rest of our channel for more content about Frozen and all your favorite animated movies. And of course, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn your notifications on by hitting that little bell if you want to keep receiving awesome stuff like this. Bye.
I'm scared. It's getting stronger.
Getting upset only makes it worse. Calm down.
No, don't touch me.